Hello and welcome back to another Shadowlands gold making video. Today we are looking at tailoring and how much gold I've made in the past 2 weeks with tailoring. And basically, I want to talk about the Crafter's Mark. The Crafter's Mark is a great way of making gold with every single crafted profession, including tailoring, blacksmithing, leatherworking, maybe even other crafting professions as well, but mainly those three, as you can make entire gear sets for people leveling their alt. The Crafter's Mark itself, the rank 2, resets the item level to 168 and requires very little to craft. The penumbra threads cost 7.2 gold each from the vendor, and 10 shrouded cloth, so about 40 gold to craft one Crafter's Mark, and it ups the item level of this crafted item by a ton. And lightless silk goes for 40 gold each on my server, so about 200 gold in crafting cost right there, plus the 72 gold for penumbra threads. And 25 gold for the shrouded cloth, so about 300 gold crafting cost for the Shadowlands mantle, then adding 40 gold as well, so 340 gold for this one with the Crafter's Mark. And the lowest I've sold this one for is 800 gold, more than doubling my profits, or doubling my gold every single time. And I've actually sold it as high as 2000 gold, I believe. So in that case, you are getting like, what, 6 or 7 times your gold? It's a really good market if you just want to make some very easy gold, and you're actually making tons of gold as well over time. You can also make the bags as well, just to make some more constant and steady gold as well. The profits per bag will be very little, or well, less so than the Shadowlands stuff, but you will sell more of them, so over time you will make gold from the bags as well. Now, the actual crafting cost for the Shadowlands stuff varies depending on how many lightless silk, shrouded cloth, and penumbra threads it requires. You can see the pants requires a bit more, in terms of 1 more lightless silk and 5 more cloth. The tunic is the same as the trousers, but then, for example, the cord only requires 20 of this, and only 3 penumbra threads, and only 4 lightless silk. And the cuffs as well only requires 2 lightless silk. So the crafting cost varies, but I would say it's about 150 gold to 400 gold depending on the item. The most expensive ones are these ones, which are about 400 gold to craft, and then you can just add the Crafter's Mark to increase the item, and therefore also increasing the value. So with that being said, let's just jump on over to my banking character and look at how much money or how much gold I've made selling these items in the last couple of weeks. Alright, before we look at the mailbox itself, I want to shout out students from 0 to Gold Cap guide that you can get from the link down below. This is a very good gold making guide and it helps you to make gold, and if you're looking to make gold, this guide can definitely be of help. Basically, it's a guide on how to go from nothing to Gold Cap, teaching you what to farm, what to buy, what to sell, when to buy and when to sell and stuff like that. If you're looking for a complete gold making guide and like a guide on how to make gold, then this one is definitely the one for you. The link will be down below, and by using my code you will save yourself 50%. You will get the guide for 9.99 instead of 19.99. So click the link down below and use my code. Now let's go to the mailbox and look at how much gold we've made. Now before I open these next mails, you will see the last mail was from 24 days ago. I did a mistake and I clicked open all for my expired auctions, and I picked up some gold as well from the successful ones. So basically, as a quick recap, I'm just gonna tell you that I had like 40,000 gold in my bags from selling the actual sets themselves in trade chat. Basically, I'm trying to sell the sets for 10,000 gold, giving me some gold profit, but it's a bit cheaper than the auction house because they are buying every single item in one big purchase. So in that case, I'm selling them 8 items for 10,000 gold total, still giving me tons and tons of profit. Now, I also have 78,000 gold, so 40,000, that means I picked up 38,000 from the mailbox, and this character I only use for tailoring, and these tailoring items whenever they sell. So let's just go and look at how much more gold I've made in total. I have sold some bags, and you can see, for example, the cloak. This one cost me about 400 gold to make when I made it, and it sold for 1.8k. Basically, I'm more than quadrupling my profits on this one, so I'm making a lot of gold for every single sale. You also have the shrouded cloth bag that sold very cheap. I'm still making a little bit profit though, but it's very cheap. The mantle has gone down a bit in value, down to 1000 gold. It's actually a little bit less than that now as well, but the hand wraps right there, these are some of the cheaper ones to make. The crafting cost would be about 300 gold, and I'm getting 1.7 or 1.6 after the auction house cut. I'm still making a lot of gold though from this one. I'm really happy about that. And yeah, it's really good. The profit margins are huge. It goes up and down based on undercuts and stuff like that, but the profit margins are definitely huge. This one is by far the cheapest one to make, only requires 2 lightless silk, so I am definitely tripling, actually more than tripling as well, maybe once again quadrupling my profits on that one as well. The tunic is one of the more expensive ones to make, the mantle. Let's just go and pick up many auctions, then we'll see when the price picks up. I've sold a lot of bags as well. For some reason I have to manually click on every single bag sale instead of just having one big mail, which is kind of annoying. Okay, there we go. So we have, just gonna pick up the cuffs, and there we have the cord sold for 1987 gold. This is the second most cheap one to craft, I think. So this one gave me tons of profit. I probably made like 8 times my gold back on one sale. That is also why I'm keeping such a huge stock in my bank, so whenever they sell, I can afford to craft many more of them, and over time they will sell again. And even now that I've done this for 2 weeks and people have started doing the same, I'm still more than doubling my gold on every single sale of every single item. There's a ton of bags there, so we're just gonna go and open all actually and just get them out of the way very fast. There we go. Shadowlands cloak once again for 1.8, really good price. Gonna open all of the bags again, because there's quite a few of those. And there as well, the cord for 2.3k. Over here I probably made like 10 times my profit or 10 times my gold back, because I would estimate the cord is between 200 and 300 gold to craft. Probably like 200 gold to craft, so this one is about 10 times profit on one item, which is insane. And there as well, another one for 2.2k or 2.3k pretty much. Just gonna open these and hopefully there's some Shadowlands in there as well. One Shadowlands cloak for 1.7k, really good. And then we have some auctions that didn't sell, which kinda sucks. But I'm gonna sell those over time, so it's definitely fine. Shadowlands cuffs again for a bit over 1000 gold, the foot wraps for 1.6. And once again, the cord just keeps selling for insane prices. I don't really know why, but apparently the cord is really good, even though it's one of the cheapest ones to craft. People just like those cords, I suppose. Then we have some hand wraps once again for a massive price. Another cord for 2.3k, and a cowl as well for 1.8. Just gonna skip those unopened ones. Actually, I'll just open them really quick so we can have more space on the mail stuff as well. There we have some more stock as well to sell over time, and some bags to sell as well. I'm basically looking at the bags as a type of vendor flip, as you can flip shrouded cloth into actual gold by doing this. It requires someone to buy it, but pretty much over time they always sell. So I look at the bags as some type of vendor flip. There we have a cloak selling for 1.8, which is a good price for a cloak, same for the tunic. Mantle for 1000 gold again, that one is kinda low, to be honest, considering it's 19 days ago, when the price, there we go, that's a good cloak, 1.7k. And 1.7k again, 1.8, the cuffs are a bit cheap, but they're bracers, so they should be cheap, I suppose. The mantles are really cheap. I don't really know why, because they cost a bit to make as well. They definitely cost more than not the cuffs, but the cords. And for some reason, the cord just keeps selling way higher than the mantles. Even though the mantle costs more to make, so should probably sell more of those cords. That is a lot of bags, man, that I have to sell over the next couple of days or weeks. Lightless silk pouch for 1.4k, you love to see that one, that's a bit of profit. The shrouded cloth bags as well for 172 gold is a lot of profit per bag. Really good considering it's a bag sale. Then we have the hand wraps going for 1.9k, and now we are getting to the good price. This is basically 12 days ago at this point. The cord is still 2.3k. Understandable. I think I sold some mantles for a better price. 1.1k, yeah, I think I sold them for more than that as well, hopefully, at some point. The cuffs again for 1k, tunic 1.7, cord again for a lot of gold. Always those cords, man, the cowl as well for quite a bit. So far we have sold tailoring items for 215,000 gold, and a ton of that is actually profit. It's not like I've only made 10% profit or something. I've been quadrupling, tripling, and even sometimes 10 timing my gold. So a lot of the actual gold that I'm sitting on is pure profit, which is actually insane. It is going to turn into quite a bit of a video, a quite long video as I'm trying to open every single mail. And I just don't want to skip to the end in case you think I'm cheating or something like that. So we are opening all the mails manually instead of clicking the open all button. So it's gonna take some time, just bear with me. Feel free to put the video on faster speed if you want to. And here we go, another huge stock as well of more items to sell over time. One of them expired, then I didn't pick it up. Shadowlands cloak for 1.9k, pretty much 2k. 1.9k again, 1.6k, lightless silk. 270,000 gold right now. This is insane, man. Okay, so I've been doing this for a bit over 2 weeks actually at this point. Some of them are 14 days left, so yeah, that's 16 days of selling tailoring items. Shadowlands mantle, there we go, the price is starting to pick up now, so 1.5k for a Shadowlands mantle. Lightless silk pouch as well, still making tons of profit per bag. And the mantles again for a nice price, 2.1k for a tunic, 2.1k for a cloak, and almost 2.1k for a hand wraps as well. And foot wraps 1691, trousers 17, 14, 2.1, 1.7, 2.5. Yeah, dude, these cords, they are insane. These cords are selling like hotcakes. 2k for the hand wraps, 1.1k for the cuffs. And yeah, this is actually the end of the tailoring video. And I'm probably not going to make an updated video on this, I just wanted to show you guys that this actually sells. I have made 342,000 gold with tailoring over the past, what was it, 17 days, so 2.5 weeks. 2.5 weeks of tailoring giving me 340,000 gold. And considering most of it is actually profit, I probably spent, let's say, 40,000 gold, maybe a bit more, 60,000 gold on crafting the stuff. That means I made 280,000 gold profit, and I would say that is actually true as well, because at the beginning when I was selling my stuff, I sold them for over 1,000 gold each, and I craft most of them for 300 gold each, and the average value that I got per item from this video, I would say is about 1.5k, so 5 timing my profit every single time. Yeah, I probably spent like 65,000 gold on crafting the stuff, giving me tons of profit only with tailoring. And I still have tons of stuff to sell as well, so I have tons of stuff that I need to pick up. A lot of bags though, many bags that I have to sell over time. I'm not gonna get that much profit per bag, I think it's about 30 gold profit per bag, depending on the price on the auction house right now. But yeah, that is it guys, that is it for the video. Turned out to be a 15-minute video. I hope it was educational for some of you, and I hope it showed you that tailoring items, especially the 168 ones, actually do sell, and they do sell very, very well, giving you tons of profit. So leave a like down below, leave a comment as well, and thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you again very soon.